With that, I'd like to introduce USC head coach Mark Track and Jordan Adams and Mignon Moore. And Coach, I will have you make an your opening remarks, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, regarding tonight's game, I'm very proud of our players' effort tonight. If you look at the stats, we had 36 rebounds to their 35, 11 offensive to 7. I mean, we hustled. We got after. They shot the ball a lot better than us, and I think that was the difference. But if you look at the stats, we down by 10. They hit a half-court three-pointer, I think, to end that first quarter. There's some things that just didn't go our way, but they're a great basketball team. They play great defense, and I'm just really, I think when we got down early, our kids could have quit and said, "Oh, we might get blown out tonight," but they haven't been blown out all year. No, nobody's blown them out all year. Worst conference losses were to UCLA by 14, and both of those, one was an 8-point game in the fourth quarter, and one was a 4-point game with 4 minutes to go. So these kids never quit. I mean, we're undersized. We don't have a lot of depth, but they don't quit. I thought they played great defense tonight. I thought the coaches made a bonehead decision to open in the zone since we are a pretty good player-to-player team. And so we'll take I think we tried to outcoach ourselves because we are such a good player-to-player team. But I just love the heart of this team. I mean, that's a great Stanford team. Very deep, very tall, very skilled, very well coached. And I don't know how our kids. We don't shoot the ball real well, but they're in games, and I'm just amazed. And I think it's all their heart. And today, I've got to give a big props to Mignon Moore that when we got down, kept the team together and kept cheering and yelling and played the energy, and she got Jordan to do that and Aaliyah Mazik, and just like I said, I'm just very, very proud of the effort, and I really hope that we get a shot at the tournament. I think we're one of the top 64 teams, and I think our kids deserve to play another game, if not two. So our RPI is good, our strength of schedule is good, our record is good. We played in one of the toughest teams in the conference, won 10 conference games in one of the toughest conferences in the country. So I'm really hoping that 2 weeks from now we'll see our name up there on Selection Monday. But like I said, I'm proud, and Stanford, all the respect in the world. Tara Vanderveer's a friend and a great coach, and of course, Hall of Fame coach. Got 1,000 wins. I don't think I can get 1,000 wins if I live to be 150, and that's maybe 200. But that's a great feat, and got a lot of respect for her, and I hope they go far in the tourney. We played them in New Mexico State, and they beat us in the first round. I said, I hope you go all the way to the Final Four, and son of a gun if they didn't go all the way to the Final Four that year. So nothing but a lot of respect for them, and like I said, I'm just really proud of our effort and proud of our kids and proud of our season this year.
Thank you, Coach. We'll go front row here. Michelle, and then Tom.
Jordan, the shot by Carrington, the half-court shot, you guys were down, but maybe making it, building a little bit of momentum. It's a first quarter shot, but in the end, what difference do you think it ended up making, just in terms of you guys feeling like you were getting back in the game?
I think sometimes when you play awesome defense, or you come down and you get a nice bucket, and there's 3 seconds left, if someone comes down and makes a half-court shot, it could kill your momentum, it could kill your energy. But those type of things happen to us all year. I know you guys saw that shot that Lexi Bando hit against us. We didn't falter. We didn't change our energy then. We weren't going to do it today. And I think I'm super proud of my team, the way they responded. We got together, and we just decided, brush that off, and let's get into this next quarter.
Tom Fitzgerald, San Francisco Chronicle. Mark, can you talk about your own team's defense, especially Mazik on Brittany McPhee, 7 points. I think that's her second lowest total of the season.
Mazik's resume reads like a who's who in the Pac-12 conference. I mean, she did a heck of a job on Enescu the 2 times we played them. She did a really great job tonight. She's guarded everybody's top player, and I think almost held everybody's top player under their average. So I think she's one of the best defensive players in the conference, and the fact is that we asked her to do a lot. We also want her to be our leading scorer on the offensive end, but I think she's a great defensive player, and just look at the people she's guarded this year in the Pac-12. So I can't say enough about her desire. I mean, one time they had a fast break, and she's fast, and she got back and hustled back and broke up a fast break. So I've got a lot of respect for her, a really, really great all-around player for us this year. And like I said, she was one of the top 3 defensive players in the conference this year. So I'm very proud of her.
Michelle, go ahead, and then we'll go in the back row. Excuse me.
Mark, the shooting numbers, can you just sort of summarize as far as the shots that you guys got? Did you feel like you got good shots? When you look at a percentage like that, what do you kind of account for that?
For the most part, I thought we got good shots. It just, you got to make some, you just got to make them. 26%, we forced some shots, but I thought our shot selection wasn't as bad as it was yesterday, but I think they're good shots. You got to make shots, to shoot 26%, lose the game by 10, you got to make a shot now and then, but again, the fact that we are in that game says a lot about the kid's heart. But if we get in the tournament, we're going to spend a lot of hours in the gym the next 2 weeks just shooting the ball.
Joe VR with Women's Hoops World. Mignon and Jordan, you were within 2 or 3 possessions the entire second half. What do you think it was that kept you from closing that gap all the way?
Our team this whole year has fought back and never let deficits get in our head. I think that just a couple more bounces our way would have helped us, but honestly, I feel like we gave it our all. But I think fatigue played into it a little bit, but we tried, and I can't knock my team for their hard work the whole season. So yeah.
We had some tips that we could have gotten, or some rebounds we could have gotten, and I think because defensively Stanford is such a good rebounding team and they run, we had to back up. We had to run back, and we didn't get the rebounds that we should have. We missed some shots on the stretch, but I mean, my team played with their entire heart and soul, and so I mean, I don't think that there was any one thing that could have changed that game. We just didn't go our way.
Mark, you've talked a lot about how this isn't a deep team. So over these next couple weeks, while you have a bit of a breather before you find out what happens with tournament seedings and things like that, do you give them some break? Are you trying to get their legs fresh? And, what's the plan?
Michelle, we've been very careful all year, starting back in September 1st, to limit our hours, limit contact drills. We kept everybody healthy. Once we started Pac-12, and I looked at the schedule, I said, man, we've got 18 tough games. Can we keep everybody healthy? And knock on wood, we kept everybody healthy, and I think it was limiting hours, giving them a lot of time off, and we're not going to do anything till Wednesday. We've got some kids that are pretty sore right now, so they're going to have a lot of ice bucket baths or whatever that cryogenic thing is, but we're gonna get people healed and get them back in the gym, and like I said, keep our fingers crossed for Selection Monday.
I think we'll close on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She could still talk. Yeah.
All right, we'll get started. Again, my reminder that this press conference is streaming live on the Pac-12 social channels and Pac-12 Now app. And with that, we'd like to welcome the Stanford Cardinal, head coach Tara Vanderveer, Kiana Williams, and Dejanay Carrington. Coach, I'll have you open, and then we'll take questions.
This is a great win for our team. We had a lot of different people step up. I thought Key and Dee had really outstanding games for us. Our Mart, I thought, started out strong too, and great defense. USC is a very dangerous team, and I think they're an NCAA tournament team, so we're happy to have the win.
Thank you.
Dejanay, maybe a big basket at the end of a first quarter doesn't decide a game, but it certainly, they had a little momentum going before you hit that shot. How big do you think that shot ended up being, just in the tone of the game?
Yeah, I think it just brought a lot of energy. Everyone was excited. It's always nice to get the last shot, and when it's something that's kind of not likely to go in, it's even more exciting. And so I think that it was awesome just to see how pumped our team was, and we carried it through into the huddle and through the rest of the game.
Great answer.
Tom Fitzgerald, San Francisco Chronicle. Tara, you held them to 26.8 shooting from the field. They had 3 for 18 on threes, and yet they hung with you right to the probably 4 minutes to go. Was it just their defense, their hustle, their speed? I don't know. I mean, how did they make a game of it when they weren't shooting?
They shot 29 free throws. They got to the free throw line a lot. We didn't keep them off the line. We have to, I thought our defense was good except for that, our fouling. Thankfully both Key and Dejanay were, really helped us defensively, and I think, Dejanay did a really nice job of rebounding. For the most part, we took care of the ball pretty well, because, they can turn people over 20 times. But we didn't get stops defensively when we fouled, and then we're allowing them to rest when they have, basically 5 players. But, offensively, we had some real good looks. We had some people miss some shots that they ordinarily make, and that's a credit to them. They play hard defensively.
Front row here, please.
Kiana, this was your first Pac-12 tournament game, your first experience kind of in a one-and-done setting. Were there butterflies at all? Did it just feel fairly normal at this point?
I wouldn't say I was nervous. I was more excited than nervous. It's tournament time, so it's a little pressure, win or go home. But we're just out there having fun with my teammates. So.
Stephanie, then Tom.
Hey, Kiana, I saw you sort of hobble in with an ice bag on your foot. What's the status of that, and how are you feeling?
My foot is fine. We're just being cautious. It's fine.
Good answer.
Tara, how would you describe the defensive job that Mazik did on Brittany McPhee in this game?
She's a very aggressive, athletic, quick hands. I think that she worked really hard against Britt. I thought Britt battled, and I think the best thing that Britt did was she didn't try to do too much. She had 3 assists, which is good. So when she got people on her, she looked for open teammates. She had some real nice passes. But Mazik is she's an outstanding defensive player, and I think Britt has scored more in other games against them. But in this game, other people picked it up. Key picked it up. Dejanay picked it up. Lana finished with double digits. I don't think we really ran our offense very well, to be honest with you. But, we got out running early, and then so that gave us that big lead, and then we kind of, I thought, got very tentative.
We'll take Michelle, and then in the back row.
Tara, since there's a game to be played and you're not sure who you're going to play yet, but will you take your two potential opponents one at a time, just for the sake of like looking ahead to who you might play? Can you talk about, because they're pretty different teams in terms of playing either Oregon State or Arizona State?
I mean, we're assistant coaches are out there watching, and obviously we played both teams before, but we only played Oregon State once. I'm not sure the question. I mean, we're just going to get ready. As soon as we know who the winner is, we're going to just get ready for who we're playing. And we're really excited to be in the semifinals, and we know we'll have to play well against either team. They're both playing really well. And, I think this is, for our team, I think, Dejanay, besides, her defense, her rebounding, I mean, obviously she hit a half-court shot, but her free throws were probably more important than that half-court shot that she made when they were making their run. But getting great contributions from Dee, I think we're going to need more help off the bench. I think she's got to lead the way. She's a team leader and someone that gives us everything, offense, defense, rebounding, and it was great to have her come in and do so well. But against either team, Arizona State, who plays a lot of people on a second day, or Oregon State, we're going to need great help off the bench, and I think Dee can lead the way.
Cheryl Coward, hoopfeet.com. Tara, you have never played in the first round of the tournament.
Okay. Never what?
You've never played in the first round of the tournament.
Don't like it.
Can you talk a little bit about, it's kind of similar to Michelle, when you come in and you don't really know who you're going to play, in the quarterfinals, do you just focus on what you do best, what your team does best, or is there any thought into trying to prepare for two teams at once?
Our team really absorbs scouting report very well. They work really hard in like watching video, and I think my assistant coaches do a great job of scouting. So, we've played these teams before, and we have film on them, and we will be ready for either team. I think that if you really want to win, now I think USC did win coming in, not seeded. They were 5, I believe, one year when they played us. But I think it's to our advantage to play 3 games as opposed to 4. And so now I think we're at a point where, on the second day and the third day, that can really pay off.
Any further questions? One more in the back.
Joe Lamy, KZSU Stanford. Tara, right here. Tara,
okay.
Back row.
Right.
Yep.
So in this game, starters got into foul trouble fairly early in the third. You were forced to switch over to your bench. You kind of mentioned a little bit about the bench right there, but what kind of confidence does it give, showing that the bench can compete? Alyssa hit a big buzzer beater in the third, and kind of just what kind of confidence does that do moving through the Pac-12 tournament and into the NCAA tournament?
I think that first of all, Dee is a fantastic 6th player, and she was out there, basically when we had 4 guards, but her understanding of her role coming in and making big plays and playing as much as anyone else basically and getting double digits and rebounding for us, that to me, she can help other people, like say Nadia, we need more help from Nadia, Maya, we need more help from Maya, but Alyssa, give them confidence to come in. And during the year we've played a lot of different lineups because Britt and Dee both being out, so I have confidence going to our bench, and I need them to, back me up when they go in the game.
Do we have any final questions?
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.